Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Well, this is a special. This is going to be a really good pictorial and example video. So with me today, I have the D300. I have the AF Nikon 70 to 210 vintage F.4 lens. I have the 35 to 70 2.8 vintage AF lens, and I have the 20 to 35 2.8 D Nikon lens. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm out this morning and probably going into the afternoon. There's going to be a lot of photos. There's going to be a lot of photos. And what I want to show you is your ability to spend Canadian maple yodeling bird dollars. 1,000 Canadian yodeling bird dollars off of eBay gets you an awesome D300 and can get you all three of these lenses. And that's complete with batteries and a card. So for 1,000 Canadian dollars or 750 US dollars, you can get this professional or semi-professional, whatever they call them. These were a flagship, so they were just a flagship for different pros instead of the big D3s. So we're at 12 megapixels, and you can get beautiful photography with these lenses. Especially, it's just amazing, and you will see. So as long as you're not trying to crop and blow things up poster size, you've got to, I've done some good size, I think 13 by 17, something like that. I can't remember all those numbers with this camera and the good lens. So it's don't let anybody tell you need these great big huge megapixel cameras. So especially if you're just starting out. If you're just starting out, this is the system I would get. This is the system I did get. Except the lenses that came with it were from a wedding photographer. They were a little more expensive 8 or 9 years ago. It was the 105 micro, a Sigma 10 to 20, and the 18 to 200 5.6, 3.5 to 5.6 came with this camera. And that's where I started out in my digital journey of all of this. So this isn't about, I'm not going to tell you what lenses I'm using to take what pictures. That's not what this is about. This is about showing you that if you spend 1,000 Canadian dollars or 750 US dollars on this Nikon gear, you're going to be basically right in the pro system, as long as we're not blowing up posters, right? And who does that? I don't know anybody actually that does that, right? I'm thinking about it. I haven't seen anybody around here blowing up posters, but you never know. Yeah, so there you go, right? So don't listen to all of the talking heads and all of the the shoot at 1.4. So what I'm shooting at today is I'm going between F11 and F16, because in reality F11, F8, F16 is where all these lenses are the sharpest across the board. So if you're going to spend $2,500 on a 1.4 Tony lens because you want to have that creamy bokeh, your whole entire photo is going to be creamy. As you can see, a lot of photographers I'm seeing now that are calling themselves pros are punching out these blown out creamy looking photos that really aren't sharp. And it's like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? They have to be stepped down to be sharp all the way across. It's like when you look at these photos. So it's please, especially if you're a beginner. I got to switch hands because I do have shoulder problems. Please, if you are a beginner, don't just pay attention to the guys that are trying to sell you stuff and the influencers and one day the Z9 is great, and then it's the Olympus the next month, and it's like nothing is ever great for very long. Don't fall into that. Everybody falls in that trap. I fell in it once. So so here's a reality. This system took wedding photos, right? And lots of wedding photographers and event photographers and portrait photographers lined up to get this camera back in 2007. So yeah, it's so right. So if you're a beginner, this is the way to go. You know, or yeah, I guess if you're a Canon person, I'm sure they have one. I'm not too sure. Maybe a Mark or I don't know, a DX Mark in your shorts, something. I'm a Nikon guy, so you guys will find out that I'm a pro Nikon guy, and there's a reason for it. So here we go. Like, subscribe, click the bells. There's going to be tons and tons of photos because I'm going to be out for hours shooting. So you're going to be probably looking at over 100 photos. So if you're not into looking at all those results, that's fine. You know, but please like, subscribe, click the bell. Please please be very cautious if you're shopping. If you're going on eBay because I'm telling you about this system and how great a deal it is, buyer beware. Low shutter count, tested, no fungus or mold or haze in the lenses. You know, pay the extra money and make sure that the people are reputable dealers to get this equipment. Don't start, you know, it's a buyer beware thing. I'm not responsible for you or anybody else running out and buying bad stuff because they're not buyer beware. I need to put that in there because, you know, I would hate to see somebody, you know, not be cautious and then go out and buy something that's not very good. So yeah, low shutter count, and you can find them. All of these lenses and all in this body I just showed you, they're out there, and I went and I picked out the best ones I could find, and I priced them. And I came up to 1,000 Canadian dollars or 750 American dollars for this setup you're about to see all these results from. Like, subscribe, click the bell, hang in there everybody. Oh, just a beautiful day, but there is some wind. Thanks. See you guys later. Enjoy the show.